Okay, we're going.
Okay, this is what I want to say about the conference in itself. It was really an amazing event because you had an opportunity to see the young and the elders together, because actually you're looking for the future, because remember they're also looking for replacements. They're looking for people to take their position, and it was remarkable to see all those great minds together and educated people and people pushing other people like the crabs in the bucket. Instead of trying to push somebody down, each person was trying to lift someone up to bring them up so they could get better. The young people were amazing. You could see where they were thriving, where they had some mishaps, and there was assistance from the elders helping them, saying, hey, let's do this. Like the one gentleman said, each time that he couldn't do this, he got out of jail, remember the probation. He said the only reason he went to college because he wanted to get the probation people off his back, and then how it tell that he actually wanted to graduate with a BA and going further, because a lot of times in our minds, all it takes is some minor distraction, and then there we go off to the left. When we could stay on the right path. And if you had somebody in your corner, like in our group, then we are for each other. If somebody is slacking, then we attempt to give help. Hey, do you need some help, or what can I do for you? What can I do so we can get back on track and make this easier for all of us? Because collective, we're all together. And it's very imperative that this program succeeds, because I was speaking to another student, Darlene, and I told Darlene, what we need to do is a fundraiser, so then that way we have money and have assets for the next group that's coming in. You understand what I'm saying?
For their success.
Yes, for their success. And so then what they do until they do it for the next group, instead of just coming in and saying, hey, welcome. Now we have something for you to be able to go places and view, because this thing was amazing. I loved it. I loved all the workshop, the speakers. I even had an opportunity to walk up the podium with a candle. You know, there was like the elders. First I was like, not me. And then when they gave me that candle, I started walking. I was like, woo, that's right. You know, black minds do matter, and we do matter. And we need to express that to people and let them know, hey, whatever you're doing, it's not working over here, then you need to try this. Because education is very important, and it's imperative that you get educated now, because if not, you will wind up being part of the abandoned.
Just having this opportunity to go to this program and going to this conference just made it like a goal for us to want to go somewhere and not just be in Bakersfield all the time, and be able to go to Oakland and all these other places, like the Umoja conference, and have this opportunity to meet other people, not just our people and blacks, but other people around us that's going through the same struggles that we are. So being able to go in this like open opportunity to learn all this stuff that we learned this weekend was beautiful to me. Like, it was amazing. And like we said, it's emotional, you have everything, like it's just so much that was involved with it. And then all the different activities that they gave to us to go to, like the workshops and everything, like saying something like they was talking about earlier for the workshop was very fun to do, because not only was it fun to do because we was able to make our own mixtape. So being able to make up your own mixtape, taking music that you are inspired by to help you keep pushing yourself, go to school every day and everything helps you. And it's just so loving. We started one of our own.
Yeah, and they were saying that, you know, we're looking for songs that's inspiring, you know, that's not degrading us. And a few of the songs we chose were I Know I Can by Nas, a couple J. Cole songs, Dear Mama by Tupac, and the whole overall experience, it was just good. The first thing that caught me was when we first walked through the door, everyone was so just loving. Like, we really were a family, like we were one big family. And it was so different for me because, like, I walk past people every day and speak, and they don't speak back. And I'm like, okay, but these people are just so loving, like, you know, I felt like a connection.
Yes.
A deep connection.
I think everyone should be allowed to attend Umoja conferences because I'm going again.
Yes.
I want to go again too.
I want to say half of us didn't even know Umoja ever existed until this ASTEP program. Like, we wouldn't even have no clue about the Umoja community if it was not for ASTEP and Dr. Parks.
Yes.
That's why I put her on the highest pedestal.
Yes.
Way up there.
Like
Mm-hmm.
basically with God, because that's the highest you can go. Because if it wasn't for her, how she said she fought for ASTEP programs every year. She went to Umoja conference and she told them, I'm going to have students with me.
Yes.
I'm going to have
back.
students with me. Every time she came, she didn't have them that year.
Yes.
She didn't have them that year. But this year, 2015, she had them.
Students.
And we was proud to be her.
Yes.
She's the mama duck of the family.
Yes.
We her little chickens.
That's
And
her mom parks, yeah.
That was beautiful.
My favorite workshop was the being heard to heal, because I know everybody faced trauma, but like they said, the black community faced trauma as one. Like you don't face your, just because you're going through something, I'm going through the same thing. That means we're facing it together. You can lean on me, I can lean on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we as a community have to learn how to like stick together and like to reach out and bring everybody together to let them know we can't get treated like we're nobodies. We can't get treated like we second or the last person in line. We have to make sure we put ourselves first.
That's right.
You know, because everybody don't look at us first. They look at us either second in line or last.
Yes.
We want to be first too.
Yes.
We want to be a number one priority,
Yes.
but they don't look at us like that.
Rosa Parks didn't fight for us to sit in the back anymore. She wanted us to sit in the front. So like things that they were saying when they brought her up and they brought Malcolm X and all those great leaders, it helps you think like, okay, I want to be able to be that leader to help all these younger generations. Like all I was thinking was my little cousins, younger like families, friends, all of them. I just want to go back and talk to them about this stuff and tell them when you guys get an opportunity to do stuff like this, go for it. Be motivated. Go to college. Don't be done after high school. Keep going. Make your education more better, because your minds, not only does our black minds matter, but y'all minds matter as well. So that's how I felt after the end of this whole entire thing. I just felt like I just want to go home and talk to my family and tell them it's like, oh my God, y'all need to go. I want to be able to take them sometimes. And let them see this opportunity that we have. And like we said, the ASTEP, it wasn't for you, Dr. Parks, telling us about this. I didn't even know what this was until you said something, and it was beautiful. I was like, yes, I really wanted to go. It made me motivated. It made me push myself to go to more stuff like the Umoja conference and other conferences that we could go to.
Right, and it also give us the insight on not just what Bakersfield, but what the other black colleges have to offer.
Yes.
And they have some colleges that just have programs just for the blacks.
Yes.
You know, because they already know how blacks get treated, how we just over here and then the other races is over here, but okay, instead of having all these programs for them, let's try to give them some type of programs that's going to motivate them and have their mind thinking we can be successful. Because in all reality, our race is very low of education. And so we have to change that.
Well, it's about to be changed. If you know, she seeked us out. So she said, hey, look what we can do. So now you're learning and you're cultivating. Basically what she did, she's planted the seeds. And so now you guys are growing and understanding, because once you learn about you, then you know better. But when you're learning about somebody else, then you're still running around all scrambled. So by the time this journey is over, you will be able to identify who you are and what you stand for and what you can be. And we had Dr. Parks to thank for that, because we were just running around like little tumbleweeds, over here, over there, and she was like, hey, let me give you some direction. And
all of
we
that.
went in single file, and here we are, and we are going through with this and make this successful. So next year, she'll have more students, and then they can see what we're doing, and like we'll be the alumni coming back and say, yes, we were first class. You know, that's what I want to do.
And I have something else to say. Dr. Wynn also said that, remember his second grade teacher said he was too stupid?
Yes.
And I also want to point out, like, how Tonisha said her aunt told her just the other day that she was going to drop out. That's like basically the same thing. Her aunt is basically telling her, you're too stupid to finish education. You know? If you keep on telling us that, and we already have these other races thinking that about us, how can that change anything?
Well, it's a learned behavior. It's changing because when she comes here, she sees the positivity.
Right.
A lot of times, you are going to have people that are going to be gloom and doom in your life.
Right.
You got to stay to the positive. Don't move to the dark. Stay in the light. We tend to listen to those people. If your energy is negative, you tell somebody, hold that thought, because I'm doing something else. Because you haven't even unleashed what's up in the top of your head. That brain is just using just little particles. Dr. Parker's going to bust it open.
It's like getting out of your comfort zone. I saw a lot of us, like, there's things stories that I got to hear from our own group that I'd never heard before. I didn't get to know about that. Like, I got to hear a story that she told me about, and all the different stuff that she got in the background for dating a white boy. Like, stuff like that I never knew. I wouldn't know about that if we didn't go to this thing. I probably would have had to talk to her more. So, like, just getting out of our comfort zone was something big for me. Myself, because I'm like that person that likes to keep quiet. I was able to get out of my comfort zone, talk to other people, and not be shy about it, because I knew that we all going through the same thing. So the opportunity of getting out of your comfort zone is really helpful for me. Also, Michael Wayne is it? He talked about our journey is the water. Like, you got to go through a lot when it's pushing you all different directions, but you're taking that journey to finish and go on to the next level and going to different colleges and keep pushing to your dreams and stuff, and not letting it just push you around and everything else. Just stay on that journey and keep going.
And reaching back. And reaching back. Not forgetting to reach back, because there's others that are going to be coming behind.
The whole thing was just inspiring. Like,
Yes.
like, it made me just want to be better. Like, there's been so many times where I'm like, I'm just so done with school. I'm over it. I'm over it. And then, like, this conference just changed my whole perspective on life and, on everything. So
That's
I
what
enjoyed it.
Yeah, I said, look, at the end I was going down. At first I started on a full tank of gas, and then I started going down. I was actually running on vapors, and then once I went to the conference, I got a refill. I was like, okay, all right, hey, let's do it. At first I was like, oh, I'm tired. I need a break. And then, like I said, God is good, because once I went back, it was like, girl, you need your tank filled up. Here you go. And I was recharged. Like, okay, let's go back and rewrite that paper. Cut out them fragments. Put those commas where they need to be. Learn what an ICC, comma, semicolon, and T. You can do it.
That was very inspiring. That was very beautiful.
Yes.
I also like when he said at the very end, when we was closing out the second conference, he was like, I want everybody to stay connected.
Yes.
We got people
Everybody.
numbers, we got names.
Facebook.
I don't even know y'all. That's my first time ever seeing y'all. Boy, I got your name.
Yeah.
I got your number. We got social media. That's how we gonna stay connected.
Yeah.
And I've been talking to a few people from the conference. They'll text or, Snapchat, like, oh, good morning, sister. I'm like, oh, good morning. Like, it was good.
Yes. The community, yes. Welcome to Village.
I wanted to meet up sometime again and be able to go through, like, do something out of the works. Like, someone was like, oh, we need to meet up, we need to hang out, we need to talk. So I was like, just let us know when.
You have to say something like that.
Yeah.
I want to go back to another conference.
Yes. That was good. Thank you, Dr. Parks, for enlightening us. Thank you for seeking us out. And thank you for giving us this opportunity. Thank you very much. It is deeply appreciated. You really don't know how much you've touched our hearts, our lives, and our future.